Sometimes in the farms, in the borders and all, lot of undergrowth grows off because you are not cultivating it. For example, there. So this is the edge of a kind of a water channel that flows in the middle of our farm, and a lot of stuff has grown there, all kind of weeds and all. So periodically we have to clear up the place because there's one irrigation, one water holding this thing also we have dug, so that when the excess rainwater comes from that side, little bit from that water channel is diverted and filled up into this tank, and from there we can pump it into the farm. So in the monsoon this gets full and lot of water gets recharged instead of just flowing off, and then we can also use it, and it keeps the groundwater of the farm high, because all this will slowly seep into the earth and recharge your groundwater, and in your bore wells and open wells and all you will get more water when this kind of water holding structures are made. So at the edge of it, lot of weeds had grown, so we have cleared it so that it can be approached, and little bit we can plant something on the sides and all. That's what I thought. So when this kind of thing is done, normally what people are doing, all this rubble that has been cut and dead wood and all that, they make a pile and set fire to it. This kind of heap. However, that's not a good. It's not a good strategy to set fire to this kind of what is called as waste, because it is actually carbonaceous content that these weeds have pulled up from the earth, and if you just allow it to put it in a pile like this and leave it, after one or two rains, climbers and all will climb over it, and it will slowly decompose. Say by in a month's time, all this will become powder, and it will add to the fertility of your soil. So if you burn it, lot of pollution is created, that smoke that is created, and then fire hazard also. So two disadvantages: one is smoke, unnecessary, and then fire. It can spread into your farm and all. For example, if this is set fire to, it can go out of control and spread into the farm. So that is one more danger. If there is a house or something nearby, that can catch fire. So that is the second problem. Third is, if you just leave it like that, it will slowly become powder like this, and you will get nice crumbly soil. See the color of that. It will be dark because all that carbonaceous content is there. Then also it will become soft. I can just dig with my hand also. It has become that soft and nice. And then all this stuff, this is the topsoil, that is the nutrition that will keep your topsoil healthy and also the plants healthy, because they need good food, and the food is there, they get from the soil and from the sunlight. All minerals, everything is saved here, and you can plant it, or later you can just collect it and feed your trees with it. If you leave it as it is, it will crumble and become nice dark soil. And all this stuff that will be eaten by different creatures which live at the ground, and then underneath the ground, 1 feet or 2 feet below the ground, and then above the ground. Above the ground there will be millipedes which eat all this wooden carbon filled debris. Then there are many types of bugs and worms and termites, earthworms. They will all take all this stuff and convert it into soft spongy soil. So hardly a small summer shower came, but already all the rain that came was trapped, and then it has nicely started powdering and become so soft and crumbly like this. So good garden soil should be porous and airy, this top layer, so that the new roots and all, they can penetrate nicely and spread out, and it will be rich in all the minerals that leaves had. The leaves are filled with minerals and carbon, which is made from that sunlight and all, and some salts and all bunch of chemicals are there involved. And in that breakdown process, numerous other things are created, substances, whatever the soil needs. So at this stage, what happens, once it becomes crumbly, earthworms will take it and go down into the earth, and then what they eat from underneath they bring up and put. So they start turning the soil. Ants also make their homes. They benefit from this kind of debris. They'll make holes in the earth and take that stuff down and do their activity. So ants, earthworms, insects, millipedes, and all will get around to start consuming this cleared wooden and plant material, and also dead trees and all. It's the most stupid to set fire to it. This, if you just leave it the side, it will slowly decompose, and earthworms and these termites, they will all come all night long. They'll come and eat that wooden, this wood, and slowly powder it and take it underground, and then they eat it, and then they do their shit and all that, and fertilize the earth. So this also will slowly decompose, and then in that process also there is something called mycorrhizal fungi. That is this mushroom type of living things. They're not, they can't be called as plants because they don't produce green. There's no green element in them, and neither they're coming as animals because of some unique characters. So they are neither animals nor plants. They are a group by themselves, and they form vast networks underneath the soil, which takes that all this content and then spreads it around, and then from there plants can take it up, and once again trees will take the digested stuff from the underneath the earth, from the rich soil, and then take it up into the leaves in the form of roots, and from there the dead leaves will fall down, and once again the insects and all will take it back into the earth, and a carbon cycle is produced. From the earth, the carbon is removed by the roots, and actually the process is helped by this these mycorrhizal fungi, that mushroom, those whitish thread type of things what you find underneath the healthy earth, and then the roots take it up. It goes up there, and then the carbon is used and minerals are used to make leaves, from which the tree will harvest the sunlight, produce its food, the tree's food. At the end of that cycle of the leaves, it will fall down and get decomposed. First, it will some fungal, some bacteria and all will come and break it down into simpler and simpler particles, and then it will become a crumbly powder that will be taken in by the ants and earthworms and millipedes and all, and it will be taken underground, and from there that mycorrhizal fungi will further break it down and supply it to the roots. So a whole carbon cycle is formed. So to sum it up in a nutshell, when you clear land, when you have this kind of debris and waste and all, don't set fire to it. Just make a heap on the side somewhere and allow it to slowly crumble and decompose off into the soil. That's the best way to tackle and this, and keep your soil healthy, because this is the stuff food of the healthy soil. So this video I have explained whatever I have understood through my personal experience and observations in natural farming over a period of time. If the carbon content is rich, say about 2%, 3% carbon content is there in your soil, your trees and all will be healthy, and they will not get diseases. Soil fertility is maintained. Even if there's a small rain, the entire rain is absorbed like a sponge by the earth, and it will be a good healthy farm, and the stuff that is grown on those trees and plants will have a full nutritional profile and be very healthy for the consumers also.